I'm Ashton Addison from BlockWest Capital for Investment Pitch Media and the Crypto Coin Show. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Abhishek Bichvani, co-founder and CEO of PlayZap. Abhi, welcome to the show, and thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Really happy to be here.
Likewise, I know PlayZap has an entire ecosystem of cool things that your team is working on. It's going to be a lot to cover. But let's start out the conversation just at a high level on your vision behind this. When you started, what is PlayZap all about? And then we'll dive into the details.
Sure. So at really high level, PlayZap is a play-to-earn gaming platform where players can play multiple games in one app, right? They can compete against each other on an esports style format, and they can win tokens and NFTs, right? So that's the very high level. But I'm going to give you a little background about how we started and what kind of problem we are trying to solve with this. So I come from the gaming background, working multiple gaming companies, large publishers like Gameloft and Miniclip, almost like more than 15 years now. And we are essentially a game developer, right? When we started, this is my second venture. So how we see this as a play-to-earn gaming is a very different way what people see from the blockchain industry, right? And we see the opportunity, and the opportunity what we see when we started looking into different kind of play-to-earn gaming projects, we see a common pattern, which is the complexity, right? They're very complex. They are hard to understand. And for the users who used to play my games earlier, they're not gonna come to this platform to play, right? Because they are so complex to play, right? And gaming as a medium is an entertainment medium, right? It has to be much easier for users to understand, adopt, and play, right? And we understand the problem. We see, if you go and see all the play-to-earn gaming projects, maybe a top 50, you don't see them very easy adoption by the users, right? By the players who playing free-to-play business, right? Mm-hmm. And if you see a market size of when you just take it a mobile gaming as a market size, which is going to be a $140 billion market in the next 4 years, right? Out of that, you have a 70% of the audience who play casual games. They want to play a simple game. They want to play a games on the mobile. They're standing on a bus stand or they're walking towards the beach. They have 2 minutes to play and all of that, right? Mm-hmm. And if you're all very bullish about crypto gaming or play-to-earn gaming and metaverse, etc., and for the future, and we are very bullish about gaming, these users or these players are going to adopt this play-to-earn gaming sooner or later, right? Mm-hmm. It's a massive market size, right? And we understand the pain point of those casual users because they want simple stuff, right? And what we position ourselves to put ourselves into the shoes of, in the behalf of game developers is to give them a simple platform, a gaming platform to play, compete with against your friends or your community, and win tokens and NFTs, right? So PlayZap essentially build out in that vision. And we are trying to keep it, very, very simple. What we understand, we're gonna build it and for our users as well. We're gonna keep it multi-gaming apps. It's not gonna be a one game focus. It'll be multiple casual games under one platform. So you can choose whatever games you want to play. You can engage and retain yourself for a longer period of time. And as I said, we're gonna keep it competitive. And because the whole play-to-earn gaming industry is very community-driven, mm-hmm. So you keep it very, very competitive in a way that you're always competing against someone. You're not playing alone, right? And all the games what we have built across the platform, they are very competitive, right? They are optimized for the skill-based gaming, so you control the outcome. What you play, right? So that's what the skill gaming is all about. So we're trying to keep that, keep the balance between this and try to engage those audience and build for the future.
Mm-hmm. Great intro, Abhi, and you're completely right about casual games and easy to play games. For the bulk of what I've seen in play to earn games coming out, they look incredible, but they are very intricate games that it seems like these game studios have been working on 5 years just for this game, and it's so intricate that you really have to be committed if you're going to be playing it.
Yeah.
Those people are anticipating playing for hours or days of playtime. And there is a huge gap in play to earn and in GameFi right now for those Candy Crush kind of games or just quick game on your phone. Now, with that said, I want to dive further into the blockchain aspect, play to earn NFTs. How do you balance that? Obviously, gameplay is important, and you mentioned there about your previous venture and having a game studio. Obviously, that is very important to have a good game, regardless of the blockchain technology. But how do you incorporate that in and add it in as a value add?
Well, so when you build a free-to-play games for the audience outside Play to Earn, right, we always focus about the economy, right? How to make sure that people are, whatever they're getting as a virtual currency or virtual goods, how they can utilize in the gaming app, and how they go about it, right? How to build experience around those in-app items, right? So we're gonna apply the similar kind of approach here. Although I said it's gonna be more as a esports style competitive format. So every user who come on board, we have some free tournaments running for them, right? So you don't need to, like other games, you have to buy, you have to invest a lot to get on those games, etc. Right? So we are building free to play, actually free to play, right? So you can get on, you can play those free tournaments. If you're good at your skill, you can win, tokens, native tokens, and you can go about playing a paid tournaments, right? So the paid tournaments, it's something that you have to pay a small token to enter, right? And we collect those small tokens from all the users going to come to that tournament, make a prize pool, and then distribute the prize pool back to the winners, right? Mm-hmm. So it's totally based on the skill, not for your time, because I have I've been asked so many questions about how much you can earn per day, right? Mm-hmm. So we are not building something that's based on time you're gonna earn. We are building something that's based on skill. So if you're good at skill with your game, and of course you don't need to invest a lot of tokens or your money to play those games. You can play for free. You can practice yourself to make sure that you make a strategy for those games. And then you go about in a participant to a paid tournaments. So think about we have a tournaments of giving 10,000 tokens, and we ask you have to put 5 tokens to enter or just 1 token to enter, right? And you're competing against 10,000 users, players with a similar skill that you have, and they are all playing the same game, right? And then you can see yourself on the leaderboard, and then you can find out hey, I'm not good at this game. I'm pretty much at the rank 100th rank. I probably need to do better, right? So the engagement of users coming back and playing those games again and again, it's very high, right? And drive the play to earn philosophy, what we're talking about, because everybody wants to win, right? Everybody wants to be on top of the leaderboard, right? So that's the fun part where we're gonna tag along the play to earn economy and everything. Apart from that, we are. The second aspect of this play to earn game is fantastic, which is digital ownership, right? You give assets back to the users. In free-to-play business, you buy those virtual goods and virtual currency, you use back in the game, and then you are done, right? You don't have anything to hold on. So this way, we are going more deeper into how to give ownership to those players, and in the form of NFTs, right? So we have a plan, a 4-phase launches for the NFTs. So first phase going to go probably in the May end or June, beginning of June, and then we have 3 more phases of planning of those NFTs, so player can really own those virtual goods and digital assets that what we are building here.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. I really like that, and definitely a good strategy with the play to earn to make sure that people that are playing casual games, they don't have to invest their life savings with some of these play to earn games. It seems like the more you're investing, the more potential you have to earn really quickly. But some people just want to play games and earn a little bit. And own, and more importantly, own the items in the game, as you mentioned, about the NFTs coming up as well. That's really exciting. Now, you mentioned upcoming NFT drop. Now, I want to get a better time frame on the games itself. Are the games also not launched yet?
We are about to launch the beta version probably around the TGE, so probably a beginning of May and mid of May and sometime. Moment we go after TG, we're going to launch the full version along with the tokens, etc. And we're going to drop our first NFT sale, right? The first NFT sale we are launching is called Z passes. So basically, these passes that user can purchase, and they have a lifelong value on Plays app, right? So and there are cool benefits. I can't talk right now, maybe, but I can give you a little bit of detail about what these passes are. So these passes are both mostly a premium membership on the platform, right? So if you own those passes, you have access to the premium tournaments. Then other user won't have it, right? You have access to play to earn in the context of play to earn, which is very very much beneficial for you to earn little more than other users, right? For long time, for lifelong, right? So for example, we have some freebies of spin to win, right? So spin to win gives you small token rewards every single day you come back because of the loyalty that you show towards the platform. But if you own that certain NFT, certain pass, then you get a little extra, right? So we're trying to make sure that everything is designed such a way it's in the context of play to earn. and then we can, then user can unlock the value they want to unlock. And as project grows, think about the NFT value will also grow along with the project, right? You buy probably at maybe a $5 NFT today, it can easily sell up, to the secondary market at $100 or maybe $1,000, right? So that's what we're trying to create a long-term value. Apart from these NFTs, we're also planning to do some cool avatars, which we're calling it Z Heroes. So these avatars are gonna also unlock, will probably gonna, will be available in next 2 or 3 months from now. Then we have in-game items in the form of marketplace. So let's say you play 8-ball pool and you really love that game and you want to, own that certain stick, certain cue, right? So that could be a form of NFT that you can own it from the marketplace. So these are the cool stuff that we're going to bring in on as we go.
Very cool. And now with players that are earning, small amounts, people that have started into tournaments, they win, they're collecting, correct me if I'm wrong, they're collecting the currencies in the game as well as some NFTs. And then you mentioned there the marketplace and how they're actually able to cash out.
Yeah. So basically, you are right. So you play those tournaments, you win tokens, right? When you win tokens, you can go out to exchange and cash it out, basically. Apart from that, we're also making it some sort of like in-game NFTs unlock. So you basically play, let's say, one of the game you really like it a lot, and you play a long period of time. We really want to reward you as an NFT. So let's say you play a solitaire. Let's say you play like 8-ball pool. Let's take the same example, and you win, let's say, 50 matches in that game. You will be rewarded as a cool NFT of that game that you only own it, right? So how cool is that? That we are rewarding users based on their performance and the loyalty towards the game, right? And that's the reason for us to have a multiple games on the platform. It does make sense because you might like maybe 1 or 2 games that you're so passionate about playing it, and others might like something else,
Definitely, great point, Abhi. And I don't want to go too into the blockchain intricacies, but I'm curious on the usability. You mentioned obviously building the game first is a priority, and not making it too technical. Now, in terms of the blockchains, how are you lowering the cost and making it easy for people to transact with the NFTs in the game and in the marketplace?
Well, we are going with a chain which is gonna be more friendly for the players, right? So we have to be very, very sure about like which chain we're gonna go with. Although we are multi-chain, and we need to make sure that the players gets benefited of any kind of chain we're gonna go with, right? So that's number one. Second, we are keeping it very simple for as a wallet integration on the platform. So we're not making it so complicated for you that you have to have a MetaMask wallet or some kind of wallet that you have to own it first and buy your token stuff, etc. If you come to our platform, if you don't own any wallet, we give you ability to buy our tokens directly from our on-ramp services, right? So you can have the same experience that like a free-to-play games you can have it, buy those tokens, and then straight get into the game, and if you have a wallet and if you are like a avid crypto gamer, let's call it, then you can always connect your wallet and then you can see all the currencies you have and then you can do the transactions from there, right? So we don't want to make it like very financial heavy sort of gaming app. We want to keep it simple, utility kind of experience for the users.
Great point, Abhi. And now looking from like a bird's eye view of just GameFi and play to earn games moving into the gaming industry and having the whole gaming industry sort of convert to blockchain based gaming, where do you see the industry overall this time next year, and how PlayZap will grow into what will be the new version of the gaming industry?
Well, our long-term ambition to become a social metaverse, right? What we are starting up right now with it's a gaming platform where you can come, hang out, socialize with your friends, win tokens, and some of the financial concept you're of course gonna apply from gamify to games, which makes a lot of sense for us. But our long-term ambition to become a social gaming metaverse where you can explore, you can interact with each other, you can think about like you're walking around the metaverse and you find your friend or you find someone like you want to have a one round of Match 3 Candy Crush kind of game, right? Just get connected immediately. You play that game. After 3 or 5 minutes, you come back and you just share emojis, whatever, and then you move on, right, from something else. So really want to become like at that level. And these casual users, what we are building for is they understand this. Like they really want to have a fun of playing games, socializing with each other, and having fun, in the virtual world. So that's our ambition. So of course, it's something that we aspire to be, but we have to take a first step with PlayZap, what we are building right now, and then we're gonna take it to get there.
Definitely, and I really like I like that. It sounds like games within games. You know, you're in the metaverse and you can go play a game and you can jump back, and possibilities are endless. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that matures. But until then, there's a lot of work to do as well for the industry and for PlaysApp as well. You mentioned the upcoming TGE, launch of the game, NFTs, everything. What is the best way for the viewers to follow along with PlaysApp to get into the communities and to watch for these announcements?
Well, so the best place for us to go to the website is playzapp.games, playzapp.games. It's very simple. You can join our Telegram community, join our Discord. So we are very active there. We share pretty much all the information that we want to share with the community. We have some of the folks are very excited and very passionate about it, right? So we have, and as we go forward, we're going to build a strong community. We're going to go more deeper into a game level kind of community engagement, right? Mm-hmm. So the Discord and Telegram is the best place for players to jump on. Most of the information will be available there, but you can all follow us on Twitter, where we have more professional posts going on and the partnership, etc. We have a Launchpad announcement also that's also happening right now at this point of time. So if you know the certain Launchpad that you have been buying tokens, etc., so you can join that Launchpad. We can help you to get there. And if you don't know anything about Launchpad, we can help you to teach you how to buy those tokens, etc. So yeah.
Great. Thank you so much, Abhi. I will leave all those links in the description box below as well. All the best with the upcoming launch and everything in PlaysApp, and let's follow up in the near future.
Thank you very much. It was great talking to you.